near the moon. I said a story too. Baby, now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again. I'm sure you that I win. Your love of mine. All those times I said that I love you. Your love of mine. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. Your love of mine. Even though you know I died for you. Your love of mine. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried. Return of the man. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I can. Here I am. Return of the man. Once again. Return of the man. Top of the world. Return of the man. My God. You know that I can. Here I go. So I'm back up in the game. Running fans to take my swine. Letting all the people know that I'm back to rock the show. Cause what they did, they know was wrong. And all the nasty things you done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. Your love of mine. She said she'd never turn on me. Your love of mine. But you did, but you did. Your love of mine.
My people, you don't hear say Big Brother winner Messi and her bobo Ike don't enter television again. Now be smart, no. We don't carry this opunke show. Messi and Ike come for Go TV customers. If you don't dey on Go TV Dolly and Go TV Mass, not miss the drama we go show every Sunday by 6 p.m. on Top Africa Magic Family Channel 2. Download my Go TV app to renew your subscription. Make you enjoy up to 75% discount. Go TV, dey your side. Visit GoTVAfrica.com. Go TV. Live it, love it.
All right, sincerely say a very good morning to you again. Beautiful song, I must tell you, coming from Mr. Mark Morrison. Thank God that Juliet knows that one. Black
I thought
J.
you were about to say, thank God it's Friday.
No, I'm thanking God that you knew that song.
Yeah.
We're doing it old school here. We're doing it old school, and I must quickly tell you, it's the morning cruise. It's 8:31 on a Thursday morning, right here on Morning Cruise. My name is Big L. You remember, I'm Big L. And of course, in the studio with me is
Your fabulous radio diva, Black J. Now, moving on, we have a personality in the studio with us.
Yes.
This lovely morning.
And of course, in case you're listening to us, you want to get to see how the studio looks like, what's going on right now, all you need to do is go to YouTube and just type Afro Space. Then leave a space, then type TV. Afro Space TV. You're going to watch us live. We're live right now on YouTube. So if you're listening, pick up your phone, go to YouTube and type Afro Space TV, and you get to see us live on what's happening right now. Now, in the studios with us, and of course, we invited the car commander, Uche W. Chukura, FSI. She's the sector commander, Federal Road Safety Corps, or your state command. But then she has major things to do with His Excellency. And of course, now at 2IC, that's second in command, Deputy Corps Commander, the Deputy Corps Commander in charge of Operations DCC, in person of Olalekan Morakinyo of the Federal Road Safety Corps, or your state command, is live in our studios this morning. We want to say good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
It's good to have you in our studios. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
All right. Now, Mr. Olalekan Morakinyo, you are the Deputy Corps Commander in charge of operations for the Federal Road Safety Corps of your state. Am I right?
Yes, please.
And of course, we want to say very good morning as well
Good morning.
to the Corps Commander, Uche W. Chukura, FSI. A very good morning to you, madam. We know you're listening to the show right now. Now, sir, the Federal Road Safety Corps, your state command, has been in place for some years now. So far, would you say the Federal Road Safety Corps has been on top of its assignment for your state since its establishment in Oyo State?
Thank you very much. I want to say, without fear of contradiction, that FRSC in Oyo State is as old as the establishment of the FRSC itself. And if you would like to know, FRSC in Oyo State have always been on top of its game. We've been able to do a lot of things to mitigate road crashes. We've been able to educate people on safe culture on the highway. We have been able to make sure people have their driver's licenses, they have their number plates, and so on and so forth. And I want to say that people are more aware now about road safety than at the inception. So we have gone a long way in Oyo State.
Okay, but then in Oyo State, Black J and I always say it on the show that there are places like Mokola that is always great luck with taxes, challenge, Ojaoba, OJ, UI. All these places are always clapped up with taxes, bosses that sometimes decide not to obey the rules. What has the Federal Safety Corps been doing? Because as of yesterday, I still saw taxis locked up at Mokola, for example.
Thank you once again. FRSC, we are to minimize or reduce crashes on the highway. We work principally on the highway. Now, presently, we have state agencies, and in line with UN Decade of Action, every state is encouraged to have their own traffic outfit.
Very
now,
true.
For now, we want to concentrate. We concentrate on the highway, while we leave the traffic police, the OITMA to work within the metropolis. And beyond that, you need to know what is the construction of the road, what are the things there. You understand? Because there are certain factors in road safety audit, that is road construction and the rest. So there are things that ought to be factored in. I know most of these places have been in existence for long. When the metropolis itself have not developed to this level, over the years we have higher vehicular movement. There has been increase in motorization and all the rest. And the situation you have is the road is still the way it was when vehicles were not as many as this. So when government want to work on this, you see, that's why we have to align with development. For every change or any change that you expect, there will be pains. But at the end of the pains, people will be happy. Now, what you are saying about Bere and all the rest, if there's going to be any effective control of traffic there, then some houses on demolition will have to be made. I don't want to talk in that direction, but that is the road has to be expanded.
I agree.
There has to be bus stops and all the rest. This will come with pains. People will shout. They are demolishing our houses. So I don't want to go into that place. But what I want to is, like, we have people to control traffic in the metropolis while we concentrate on the highway to make sure that people are not killed or wanted.
Okay, Black J. Now, the coronavirus pandemic. This morning, you and I screamed when we saw 3,000.
145.
Exactly, 3,145 for the entire state.
For the country.
For the
And
entire
then
country,
55
yes.
For your state. What I'm thinking is, why hasn't the government asked taxi drivers to reduce the amount of people they carry in the cab? Why is it still the same 3 people at the back,
two in front, then with the driver making it 3 in front?
Yeah, and then bike men still carry 2 people on the bike. It's like,
so where do we see social distancing?
Even in public transportation.
Good question.
Now, before now, there are stipulated passengers that have to be carried by every vehicle. At the wake of COVID-19 in Oyo State, the governor made a pronouncement, and that is every maker does not have more than 3 passengers. 1 in front with the driver, then 2 on this side. I mean, 1
by the door,
by the
each door at the back.
Now, bike are supposed to carry 1 passenger. Buses are to carry 2 passengers each at the extreme. Tricycle are to carry 3 passengers, 2 passengers. That is the rider, then 2 at the back, at the 2 extremes. So that is the situation. That is what is supposed to be done. But
no, you said suppose.
Yes, no, that is what ought to be done. But in every situation there are non-conformists. So we are not saying some people are not violating this, but we are also rising to the occasion. As I'm speaking with you, between 29th of March and yesterday, we have arrested 64 vehicles.
What kind of vehicles? What kind? Let's know.
Micra, motorcycles, buses. And that is for people who are violating this. Things have changed. Things should not be as it used to be. In the past, when there was no COVID, you are allowed to carry 1 passenger in front, 3 at the back for Micra. Motorcycle is supposed to carry 1 passenger. Buses are supposed to carry 3 passengers. But with the exigencies, with what we have on our hands now, and it's not peculiar to Nigeria alone. So things must change. Pronouncements have been made by the governor. We are out there to enforce the pronouncement.
Are you saying people listening to us on radio and then those watching us via YouTube, are you saying they can verify that this morning the Federal Road Safety Corps of Oyo State are now enforcing the law of 2 people at the back of the taxi and 1 person in front? Are you saying Black J and I can go now and we'll never see a taxi with 3 passengers at the back and 2 in front with the driver, making 6 total?
I'm not saying you may not see, but the good thing is, like I told you, for every 12 there's always a Judas,
and that's the Judas you are looking for.
And the Judas are the people we are looking for. And out of those that have been Judas or Judases in quote, we have arrested 64. The good thing is, okay, comply. Yes, some will comply, some will dare the law. But what are we doing about it? Are we just closing our eyes and allow them to flout the law? Or we are doing something contravening them? So if I say go out there, it's not impossible that you not see people that are violating.
Okay, hold your thought.
But you can also verify.
Hold your thought. Hold your thought right there. I want the people at home to know who is speaking. You'll be hearing the voice of the Deputy Corps Commander in charge of operations, DCC, Olale Komurakinyo, is representing the Corps Commander, Uche W. Chukura, FSI, Sector Commander, FRSC, or your Sector Command. And of course, we've been looking at the coronavirus pandemic. How do we obey the social distance rule? Now, Deputy Corps Commander has told us about a few minutes ago that the #1 man in Oyo State has already made the law that there should be 2 people at the back of a Micra taxi,
yes,
and 1 person sitting next to the driver.
Exactly.
But have Nigerians in Oyo State noticed this? Because what I have been saying is 3 people at the back and 2 people in front with the driver. I don't know if Black J will agree with me on that one.
Definitely.
So,
and even on the bike, you still see 2 people on the bike.
Yes, I'm not saying there are not people that are violating. Now, for every criminal that is arrested, even as he's been arrested, there are still some other people committing the crime. Are you getting me right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying there are no people violating. But the good thing is, are we closing our eyes to those violations? We are not.
Okay, so excuse me, sir. Okay, so obviously Federal Road Safety Corps cannot do this by themselves. Now you have national NURTW. Are you working hand in hand with those guys at the different garages to ensure that cab drivers, bike men, they stick to this rule? Because you cannot do it.
Presently in Oyo State, there is no NURTW. It's being suspended. What we have are park managers.
Park managers, okay.
Yes. And we give our enlightenment. We educate people.
Okay.
There is no person, there is no driver or motorcyclist that does not know that this is what is supposed to, this is what is obtained. But some people, like I told you earlier, are just non-conformists. They want to dare the law. Sometimes they may be lucky we are not around to arrest them, and sometimes we arrest them. And each one that we arrest, even if you are carrying a two passenger on a bike and you are arrested, you pay 10,000 naira fine.
I was going to ask you about the fine.
Irrespective of the fact that it's just a bike. And when you arrest these people, you need to come to our office sometimes. I'm just showing you some clips on this thing.
Yes.
If you can project it, you see, those are people we arrested for overloading and the rest. So if it can be projected, at least you can see. People can come to our office and verify all the statistics of people that have been arrested.
Okay, now this is it. We'd like the people at home to know that you can actually be part of this show yourself, because if you're a taxi owner, because I know most Nigerians have taxis, they don't ride it themselves, they don't drive it, they give it out to drivers. Yes. So if you're that kind of person, now you have heard from the horse's mouth that they will clamp down on your taxi if you have 3 people at the back and 2 in front with the driver. But then you can ask questions as well. You can be part of the show. And what are the numbers to call?
The numbers to call if you want to be a part of the program are 070-46-333-566 or 081-6132-5587. Let us have your questions so the deputy commander can answer these questions in the studio.
And then you've mentioned the 10,000 naira fine.
Yeah.
Is that for the taxi? That's for cars, or for the tricycle rider, or
motorcycle?
Motorcycles? Is it a 10,000 naira flat rate?
It's a flat rate cut across. That's why I mentioned
for
overloading. If you are riding a motorcycle and you have 2 pillions, like 2 passengers.
Hold your thoughts. We have a caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Samuel.
Okay, where is Samuel calling from?
From Good.
Okay, Samuel, go ahead.
My question to the
Deputy Corps Commander.
Deputy Corps Commander for the Federal Road Safety Corps. Oh, we lost that call. Can you call those numbers out for us again, please?
The numbers to call one more time are 070-46-333-566 or 081-61-32-5587. And it's the Deputy Corps Commander.
Hello?
Please turn down the volume of your radio set.
My name is
Okay, go ahead. Okay, I must quickly say this is what we experience when too many calls are coming in at the same time. Numbers to call is 07046-333566. Those are the numbers that you can call to be part of the show this morning. Okay. Hello. Hello. You turn down the volume on your radio.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
You can hear you.
My question for your visitor is that how sure are you this law is going to be enforced throughout your state? And if they decrease the amount of people they will be carrying every day, how sure are you they will not increase the amount of the money
they will charge for transport?
Hope you got the question.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
You see, we cannot dictate the fares that will be charged. And you should expect that they might want to. We have no power over that. But as for the implementation of the law, enforcement, that you can be assured. In Oyo State, apart from the sector command, we have 9 other units spread across the state. We have 1 outpost. So we have a unit at Atiba in Oyo. We have at Ugumosho. We have at Shaki. We have at Kishi. We have at Akwata. We have at Oluyole here. So those 9 units, and each of the units we have at least 2 functional vehicles that goes out on, daily on patrol. We also are members of task force on COVID. So we have the capacity to arrest people. And we have been doing that. I just gave out the data, the numbers of people who have been arrested for overloading. And presently, we concentrate more on overloading now. In fact, we have almost done away with every other offenses for now. As long as we pray the COVID thing, we ease off very soon. But presently, we concentrate on overloading and use of food.
Okay, Deputy Commander, we will have to take a commercial now. When we come back, we'll be taking your call. So sorry, but we have to. Okay, let's take that call.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Say that again.
My name is Kule from Ario.
Okay.
From Ario.
Kule from Ario. Please go ahead.
My own contribution is that when the honorable commissioner is saying that those workers are not working, they are working. No.
He didn't say they are not
He
working.
didn't say they are not working. Can you say what you said again? Can you repeat what you just said? Just repeat it again.
They say that those transport workers are not working. They are working. No. They are working at least at the back.
Presently, as far as we know, in line with the governor's directive, there is no functional National Union Road Traffic workers.
NURTW for your state.
Presently, we know there are park managers and all the rest. But presently, as far as we know, and what government have communicated to us, there are no functional NURTW in Oyo State.
Okay, on that thought, we're going to take a commercial break, please. When we come back, we'll be taking your calls.
My people, you don't hear say Big Brother winner Messi and her bobo Ike don't enter television again. Now be smart, we don't carry this ogbonge show. Messi and Ike come for Go TV customers. If you don't dey on Go TV Dolly and Go TV Max, not miss the drama we go show every Sunday by 6 p.m. on Top Africa Magic Family Channel 2. Download my Go TV app to renew your subscription. Make you enjoy up to 75% discount. Go TV, dey your side. Visit GoTVAfrica.com. Go TV, live it. Love it.
All right, welcome back. It's the morning cruise you're listening to. My name is Big L. I've got the beautiful Black J here. Are you still okay? She's here.
I'm still here.
I know. I saw your mask. I didn't know. Okay, and of course we have the Deputy Corps Commander in charge of operations, DCC, Federal Road Safety Corps, Olaleko Morakinyo. So as far as you're concerned, there's no NURTW.
We don't recognize NURTW because government have placed restriction on them.
Okay.
We know government are planning to have park managers.
Okay, we have a caller.
That is what we know.
We have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
Well, my name is Kyle. I'm calling from Monia.
Okay, please go ahead.
Sorry, please. I'm not too sure that the two at the back, then one at the front, will be, it's going to be impossible for micro drivers.
What about social distancing?
Social distancing is, although it's summer, but let them just look at it very well. Because if you take somebody from Monia to Okepad, for them to enter some of 200 naira to Okepad, that is impossible. They will not enter, they'll be pricing it 150. I'm a micro driver also. Although the social distance is very, very important. You get it,
but it is an instruction from the number one man in Oyo State, His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde said there should be two people at the back and one in front.
I know that it's from the governor himself. You get it, but there should be a way that the governor should be able to talk to these people that if we could be able to carry two at the back, you get it, then they should be able to pay 200 naira.
Okay. Let's hear the deputy commanders. Oh, yeah.
Now, I understand your concern.
Yes, sir.
You have a lot of concern for the monetary gains you will have. Now, you are not considering the issue of life. Now, it was not like this before. You have been carrying your 3 passengers, your 4 passengers. But these are exigencies of the time. There's a problem. We have a pandemic. And this borders on the issue of life. It can eliminate completely a whole family. And what you are saying is, for the moment, for the time being, let us abide by the issue of safe distancing, so that after the COVID, we can all live and be happy. But if some people, you see, to me, it's like some people are just bent on committing suicide. What their action is suicidal. For this moment, let us have a safe distance. It is somebody that is alive that you spend money. It is when you are alive that you can do every good things of life. You can enjoy your life. And we are saying within 2 weeks, the whole family can be killed by COVID.
Very true.
And we are saying, okay, for this moment, let us avoid the situation where you cluster yourself in a vehicle, and at the end of the day, you get to your house or houses, you infect your family members, and before you know it, whether you have money or not, the whole family is gone. The money is left, is wasted. Life is wasted. Destiny are wasted.
This is it. I quickly want to let our listeners know that you can actually watch us live on YouTube. That's Afro Space TV. Afro is spelled AFROSPAC. Then you space, then you type TV. Afro Space TV on YouTube. We are live. But then the sad news is we're out of time. We only have just 1 minute left on the show. So, what is your parting shot? Because we're actually out of time now. What's your parting shot to our listeners?
My parting shot to our listeners: if you love yourself and your family, and you want to stay alive after COVID, because COVID will go, then abide by this regulation of safe distancing.
Which means all micro taxis,
all motorcycle. And I want to implore passengers, don't allow yourself to be clustered in any vehicle. After COVID, people will tell the story. It is those that are alive that will tell the story of COVID. If one is gone, is gone. And definitely this pandemic will end.
All right.
Those that will be alive will be alive.
Okay.
So don't make yourself a victim of COVID because you want to have some momentary monetary gains.
Okay. All right. Now remember, they have said it's 10,000 naira fine if they get to see a taxi with 3 passengers. It's 10,000 naira fine.
Now,
am I right?
Yes, you are right. And we will go beyond that now. If you are arrested for overloading, you go for psychological test. We want to know whether you are actually okay.
I wish you can arrest Black Jay for that one.
So once you are arrested, if you ride a bike, you carry overload. Before you are allowed to pay your fines, you will go. We want to know whether you are actually,
because you're endangering life.
You are endangering life.
In 30 seconds. Now you have 30 seconds. I'm doing a countdown for you. 30 seconds. What do you want to say?
Yeah, we want to say now we enjoy Mikra and all the rest. Please have sanitizer in your vehicle. We want to tell passengers, have sanitizer in your pocket. It is possible, even with the 2 passengers that you are carrying, somebody might
have koro.
One might have koro, and he will touch the knob, he will open the door and the rest. So have sanitizers, use
your nose mask.
Your nose mask. Prevent yourself from unnecessary death.
Okay, sir, your time is up. Thank you so much. A very big thank you. I want to say a very big thank you again to the Deputy Corps Commander in charge of operations, DCC Olale Komorakinyo of the Federal Road Safety Corps for Oyo State. And of course, a big thank you goes out to Corps Commander Uche Chukura, FSI, Sector Commander, FRSC Oyo Sector Command, and my very good friend, Mr. Inyama, that also came with the team. Mr. Inyama, thank you so much for having you here. You're so much a good friend. And from Black Jay.
This has been an enlightening interview. I'm happy that the government is actually putting measures in place to ensure that Mikra drivers or public transportation workers actually adhere to strict rules, because it has been a problem. And I hope that everybody would carry their sanitizers and face masks around. And on that note, we've come to the end of the program. Make sure you follow us on social media. On Instagram and Twitter, it's at Space Network NG. And on Facebook, it's at Space FM 90.1. Jam with me is coming up next. And by 1 p.m., we have the playground with 2 Playful. And then by 2 p.m., I'll also be back here with Fat Diet and also lots of giveaways. I remain your fabulous radio diva, Black J. Have yourselves a lovely Thursday.
All right, my name is Big L. I'm DJ Big L. My naughty friends call me the Turntable Majesty, but my mom would insist you call me Leko Omochebi. A big birthday shout out going out to my daughter, Tony Omochebi. Enjoy yourself, darling. Have a big birthday shout out.
That's our favorite song.
All right, guys, we're out of the studio. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.